Someone would like to definitely recognize that's here with us tonight, part of the NHRA family, and someone that's definitely behind you. You wonder where the marketing stuff comes up, where the concepts, the ideas, who drives that program. Well, fortunately, with the PRI show in town, Mr. Eric Lotz, if you could stand up for us, please. He is our field marketing manager for the National Hot Rod Association, and I'd like to honor him this evening. Eric's definitely someone that at times he comes up with ideas and you get the phone call or email all of a sudden and you're going, really? And then you start thinking about it and you see how everything comes together. So a lot of the stuff you see and all the stuff you see especially that's driven towards you, if it catches your eye, it's because it's supposed to. So definitely Eric does a great job. At this time, I'd like to go ahead and introduce someone else to come on up to the stage that well, it was supposed to be a nice small little thing, but I think we've all started ad-libbing a few things and then we add stuff into there. But at this time, it's my pleasure to introduce someone to the stage who, along with Jeff Conley, is basically the reason that I'm here on this stage tonight. Literally 1 year ago to the day, I met with this gentleman to discuss an opportunity to become a track manager at Atlanta Dragway in Commerce, Georgia. After that discussion, I attended this very banquet sitting with the Bader family, and little would I know that going through my mind at that time was that the last time I was going to be at a Division III banquet. I was faced with the premonition of being out of the sport at the end of the season. This gentleman gave me a chance. Got a phone call, worked something out, loaded up everything I could in my car, and it was off to Commerce, Georgia. Who could believe that the rest is going to happen? As they would say, the rest is history. I not only consider him a coworker, but I also consider him a friend, and it's my pleasure at this time to welcome Mr. Casey Kohler, Vice President of Track Management and Operations for the NHRA to the stage at this time.
Congratulations. Good evening, everybody. First off, thank you, Will, for everything you did down in Atlanta this year. Walked into a situation where we had a track that needed a little bit of TLC, and Will, in a very short order, along with Jody Kennedy down there, did a fantastic job. That track, I feel, is really pointed in the right direction. We've got a lot of great things planned for the future, a lot of improvements to the facility, and that's all because of the work that Will started down there. So thank you. Tonight, it's a great opportunity to be here and to honor the 2018 North Central Division champions. We're excited for you and your accomplishments. This year marks the 17th season of the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series. It's the 19th year of the Summit Racing's involvement as well with the NHRA. We're truly grateful, and we want to thank Lucas Oil, Summit Racing, and each of our division sponsors for their support of sportsman racing and the NHRA. None of this would be possible without the strong member network, track network within the North Central Division. We realize that each track takes great pride in sharing the passion for the sport by investing countless hours to preserve the right to race and provide a place for quality competition to make champions. I would also like to acknowledge, as we've done earlier, the division office, as well as the certification team for all their diligent efforts put into this sport throughout the season. At the core, this is about the racers. We understand all the work that goes into competing, and we deeply appreciate your participation all year across the North Central Division. We know the time required and the skill it takes to reach these goals and accomplishments you're being recognized for tonight. Without question, NHRA and its member tracks bring together the best racers in the world. If you made it here tonight, you made it to the top of the test. Please give yourselves a round of applause to our champions tonight. Congratulations to each of you on a great season, and we hope you enjoy this evening. Thank you.
Well, at this time, I'm sure you've heard us mention this name of this gentleman, but definitely someone that needs no introduction. This time, we'd like to bring. Oh wait, I messed up. I pulled a Dennis and a Warren, so this ought to be good. But nonetheless, I'd like to welcome to the stage at this time Mr. Dennis Winegar, the leader of our NHRA Track Announcers Guild. as he will introduce the Summit Series champions from this 2018 season.
Good evening, everybody. One more time of successfully climbing the stairs. Only 2 of them. Get old and I don't do that. Okay, glasses are off. Okay. We'll take a look now at who's been monkeying with this microphone? This year we celebrated the 42nd year for the NHRA Summit Racing Series North Central Division final. With 15 tracks and over 570 participants, the NHRA North Central Division Summit ET Finals had the largest car count of any of NHRA's 7 divisions. We'd like to thank the track operators and volunteers, Lucas Oil Raceway, the Division 3 crew, and our thanks, of course, to Summit Racing Equipment. I would also like to thank our Track Announcer Guild members who participated at this event. Announcing crew included Nick Agresta, Mike Coyle, Ron Ruggless, Charlie Lindsay, Bill Larson, who also raced, and I helped out a little bit too. We had racers from pretty much all over Wisconsin, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Missouri, Michigan, and Canada. Really cool to see all those racers come to Lucas Oil Raceway to see who gets to go to Pomona every year. Let's take a look now at the highlights of the Race of Champions. We'd like to acknowledge this year's Race of Champions winners, so please join us on the stage as we call your name. In Super Pro from Kilcare Dragway, please welcome Michael Sturgill. Michael? In our Pro ET category from Route 66 Raceway, this is Herman Zender. Herman? Okay, maybe he's not here. Super Pro Bike, I know he's here, from Route 66 Raceway, Bruce Daywood. Bruce? And our sportsman category from Kilcare Dragway, please say hello to Edmund Ellison. Edmund? And that would be it. Racers, thank you. Part of the Summit ET Bracket Finals is enjoying the Team Spirit Awards. The contestants pull out all the stops in an effort to win the much coveted National Dragster Team Spirit Award. You may see a stormtrooper, a gingerbread man, or many other things in between. The amount of planning and effort and passion shown by our member tracks and their competitors is undeniable. Congratulations to our 2018 National Dragster Team Spirit Award winners, Route 66 Raceway. And accepting for Route 66 would be Charlie Lindsay, another Track Announcer Guild member.
The Drag Racing is Fun Award. This is the second time we won this award. The first time we were next to last. This year we had a nice fifth place finish, and 2 drivers that won Race of Champions. And so we learned how to have fun and how to race hard. Thank you.
To kick off our honoring of our 2018 Summit ET Finals champions, we'll start out with a class that over the years has been the starting point for a lot of folks. This would be the high school racer who enters our high school category. For the 2018 event, our high school champion was able to string together a series of round wins that found him in the winner's circle on Sunday afternoon. Please welcome to the stage, representing National Trail Raceway, your 2018 Division III Summit ET Series high school champion, Ryan Dovenberger. Ryan, come on up.
I'd just like to thank my dad for building a consistent race car for me, my mom for all the love and support she gives me, and especially my brother for letting me drive his car this year. If it wasn't for him, I couldn't be here. And last off, I'd like to thank my mom. Happy birthday. I love you. Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. We'll catch up with that later on. Our next category of our Summit ET Finals will be the Super Pro Bike category. 34 bikes were on the property for this year's event, and this rider has had a season that was full of twists and turns. Taking what was basically a new bike at the beginning of the year, he was able to turn on the win light in the finals. After traveling to Pomona, Jeremy found himself in the finals but came up a bit short, which he's a runner-up, but that's still pretty darn good. We're sure that Jeremy will use that as motivation for his 2019 season and fight his way back out to Pomona for some unfinished business and that one last win light. Please welcome, representing Summit Motorsports Park, our 2018 Division III Summit ET Series Super Pro Bike Champion, Jeremy Hicks. Jeremy?
Congratulations, sir. Thank you.
Lord has blessed me. Thank you to the Summit Racing and all those sponsors that have kept the Divisional Series running. Bill Adams, Craig Adams, Gary Godwin, wouldn't be possible without them. Summer Motorsports Park, thank you. The competitors, thank you. It's been a blessing. Thanks.
Next up on our list of Summit ET Finals champions is going to be our Pro Class winner. Turning on a win light in a field of over 205 cars and trucks with some of the best bottom bulb racers that Division III has to offer is no easy task. Earning a trip to the most coveted race on any bracket racer's bucket list would find him towing across the country in search of a championship at Pomona with a perfect light in the final. In the final, perfect light. He almost made it, but he came up just a bit short. So we'll have to wait for another year, but Dustin, we know, will use that as motivation in 2019. Representing Mile and Dragway, please welcome our 2018 Division III Summit ET Series Pro Champion, Dustin Loynes. Dustin, come on up.
Thank you, everyone. I'm gonna be an elder millennial real quick. I have my notes on my phone. It's such an honor to be here, standing up in front of everyone, and having the opportunity to represent Division III out in Pomona, with all the racers and teams, just incredible people coming out of Division III. Just a big honor to be able to do that.
I do want to give thanks to NHRA and to Summit for putting together such an awesome program for all the local guys to be able to compete at a higher level with a division and national championship on the line. To all the member tracks that are involved in the Summit ET Series, giving not just local racers, but anyone here really a place to call home. More specifically, my home track, I want to thank Christy Baxter and Milan Dragway. And for everyone that calls Milan home, extremely competitive place to race and to learn and grow as racers and develop our programs moving forward. The practice we get from being there with championship quality racers is second to none, and it gives us really a chance to be able to be successful at any level and anywhere we go. I do want to take a moment to thank a lot of people that have had a chance in or had an opportunity to have a helping hand in making my team and car what it is today. To my sponsors, C-Type Performance, for all the engines they've done for us and the time they've put into our program and the short deadlines. They've been with us since 2011, and they've been such a huge part of my team and making us what we're able to do today. DeWitt's Radiator for giving us the tools to keep our cars cool during the late round hot laps and the less than stellar weather conditions. A company I can't forget to acknowledge and has been a huge part of my program is Discount Tire. They've been, we actually just recently closed out a decade of partnership with them. And honestly, I wouldn't be standing right here right now if it wasn't for their years of support. Ridke Atkins for all his hospitality and expertise in chassis setup. He's just made himself available anytime that we've needed him. Fleener Racing Transmissions and Gary Fleener for his exceptional service and professionalism. We broke our trans earlier this year, and he had us up and running with the new trans in 2 days. To my gorgeous wife, you've been nothing short of amazing during all of our long seasons, long weekends away from home, and just long days getting ready for the race season. She's been an incredible mom to my 2 little girls, and just your overall tolerance to how much time it goes into making our programs the way it's, the way that we do it. To my grandparents, who've really been my #1 fan since I was in Little League football, they've been such a huge influence on my life and kind of helped shape who I am today. And they attend every possible race that they can. It was kind of cool. This year was the first year out of 12 years that my grandmother was able to make it down to the division finals, and this just happened to be the one and only year that we've won. So that made it extra special. To my dad, who's been there every step of the way, helping pave the path to where we are, and all the time and effort you've put in to helping us build everything and all the hours that it goes into it. I do thank you so much. My brother, who's been just an absolute incredible crew chief the last half the season, and actually starting with Indy, man, you've just rocked it out for me. We just came short of winning Pomona, but we're not done. We're gonna go back. So thank you.
Check my phone and see if I can do that. The answer is no. Nope. Can't even plug a computer monitor into the laptop. Oh wait, that's the desktop. I don't know. But anyway, our next class champion is the Summit ET Finals. Will be the Super Pro Man of the Weekend, kicking off things with a win in the Race of Champions on Friday afternoon. He said he sights on doing the same thing on Sunday. Racing against other entries, he was able to earn a double championship when he found himself in the winner's circle again as the Summit ET Finals Super Pro winner. With his car known as Bruiser, he loaded up, headed west out to Pomona in November. Although he didn't see the results he would like to have found in Pomona, we can certainly say that Michael has had a dream season, including other big money race wins. Please welcome, representing Killcare Dragway, our 2018 Division III Summit ET Series Super Pro champion, Michael Sturgill. Michael, come on up.
Better set this down before I lose it all. And following Dustin's speech, that's going to be tough. So I wrote one last night and I left it at home, so I tried it again today. I'm not saying it's much better. First and foremost, I'd like to thank all the people that helped me with my racing program and support me. McIlvain Race Cars, Performance Clinic Race Engines, Basil Race Fuels, Mark Griffith Transmissions, FTI Performance, and Wiseco Pistons, and Southland Flooring Supplies. Without these people, my racing program wouldn't be what it is. Last but not least, the most important group to thank is my parents. Mom and dad both. They've supported me since I was little, put me through the junior dragster ranks, put me in my first big car. They've been with me since day one, late nights in the garage. They're everything you could ever ask for in a set of parents, and I can't thank either of you enough for this. 2018, it's unbelievable season for me. 2 round streaks, one of 23 rounds, one straight, and then 26 rounds the next one after that. A big money bracket race win, D3 Super Pro Championship win, track championship at my home track, Race of Champions winner. I can't think of anything that could be better for one year. And I can't thank everybody that's helped me to get there. I'm looking forward to 2019 season when it holds for me, and congratulations to all the other champions this year. Thanks.
See a pattern developing here. It's not just the driver and the crew chief. It's the driver and the crew chief and everybody you know sometimes. That's cool. Well, as you're saying, as the saying goes, you should always save the best for last. And our final champion certainly deserves his time on the stage. With over 137 cars entered in the sportsman class, no one was going to go have an easy weekend if they planned on making a trip to Pomona for the race that most only dream of racing. Please welcome your Sportsman Championship finalist and winner, Brian Hendrickson. Brian, come on up. Well, we never actually ran through this part either, because there's 2 paragraphs for Brian. Why is that? One at Pomona. Sportsman champion not only turned on the win lights in the final round of our division finals, but went on to Pomona to do the same thing in a car that to this day has the same dirt and rubber on the quarter panels that will forever be a reminder of his storied trip. He will forever hold the memories of earning a much-deserved division and world championship title representing Edgewater Sports Park. This is your winner here in the division, and more importantly, maybe, is the national championship, Brian Hendrickson. Brian, congratulations twice.
Okay, first I want to thank my wife. First because she told me not to tell any jokes. She's really been great and more my logistics partner lately, getting us where we need to be. And my kids, Katie and Morgan, they're here with us tonight. like to thank Dick Winley of Edgewater Sports Park for putting up with all the racers. I mean, he could put on a free race, paying $1,000, and somebody complained, you know. Especially, I mean, weather challenges this year, crazy. All over around here, had 2 floods down there, but they keep coming back. I want to thank getting us out to Pomona. I want to thank Dean McElvain. After this crazy thing happened in Indy, he offered towing us out there to Indy and Pomona. Who wrote this? Chris and Charlie Wheatcraft for loaning the trailer. All 92 feet of that sucker. Well, thanks Summit Racing for putting this thing on. I mean, this is an incredible thing. NHRA for keeping a good, safe place for us to race all the time. I can't imagine going out to Pomona with Division III with another group besides Mikey and Dustin and Jeremy. I mean, it was like an all-star team. I mean, it was really cool. Thank you to William, keeping us in check when we were out there. I'm on the return road after this whole thing's over. He's calling me, going, "Hey man, you gonna come up here or what?" You know. So that was cool. All the winner's circle memories. I mean, it really didn't hit me till I saw the pictures on auto imagery. I mean, that was really cool. And just a few more people I want to thank for helping make us what we got. I want to thank McElvain Race Cars, Caged Insanity, Mark Solon's E85 Carburetors, Eric's Alignment, McCready's Garage, Brewer's Performance, and BJ Fab. That's all I got. Thank you.
And if you saw if you watched the television of the sportsman racing at Pomona, the alcohol dragsters and everybody else, it was really cool to see those 2 yellow Mopars headed down track. Brian was a winner. Cool. Along with our individual competition and overall team championships was determined. A single point is awarded for each round win for every racer and track. The final 2 tracks in the running for the championship were National Trail Raceway and Lucas Oil Raceway. When the finals had been run, we ended up in a tie at 52 points for both tracks. This led to using a tiebreaker to determine that Lucas Oil Raceway would be the 2018 Summit ET Series overall champions. This time we would like to invite Lucas Oil Raceway sales and marketing manager, as well as track manager race runner-up, Eric Flatt, to come up on stage. Eric, come on up.
Appreciate it, thank you. I didn't write a speech. I didn't realize it was coming up here. No, it was a great time. I appreciate everybody that came out and raced with us. It was a fun weekend, my first year with the NHRA, so what a great weekend it was. But really got to thank the team, the hometown team of Lucas Oil Raceway. So thank you, everybody.